Okay.
Huh. Okay, so in last class, so we started to learn about batch apex. So today we are going to learn something more about a batch apex. What is it and why do we use the like what's the more benefits about the batch apex and all. So let's just quickly go through what we did and all. So sorry, what we did. So let me start this time. I think we did some, not this one. What was the name of the batch apex? So if you remember, apex class. In apex class, my first batch apex. My first batch apex. So we did like this, right? So let me just open this batch apex from developer console. Okay. So now what? Let's quickly go through what we did and all. So actually in batch apex, so we have a, this is our batch apex. First batch apex should be global. Okay, this is a mandatory thing, so it should be a, this is implement database.batch apex. This is a implement like it's an interface class for the batch apex. Okay, so first method is start, second method is execute, third method is finish. So finish can be like empty, so yeah, like the execute should not be empty and your start should not be empty. Both are mandatory. Okay, both are mandatory because if you are not entering anything inside the execute method, then nothing will be processed, so you won't get any result, right? So like if you are getting any result, if you are writing everything in the start in the execute method, if you are not writing anything in the start method, then you won't get anything, because if you are not able to collect number of records, then what will you process the record? Okay, so that's the thing. And in this batch apex, so finish method can be empty, because if you don't want to send any intimation after completion of your execution, so that's not an issue. If you don't want to send, that's not, if you want to send, that's it's up to you. Okay, so if let's say if I want to let's try to understand one thing here. So let me create one batch apex, something like this, any class. Okay, let's make one requirement and let's do that one. So see, so let's say I have one object. I have one object. I need to send, I have a total, let's say we have total 1000 records in this object, to 1000 record in this object. So what we want? We want to transfer the number of records from one object to two objects. First this one, second is this one, second is this one. So let's say I have let's say I so in this object, so I have country US, I have country India. Okay, some fields we created and accordingly, so like some records is related to India, some records is related to US. Okay, so whatever records we are getting in the India, so every record should be transferred from India to in this object, and whatever records we have in this one related to US, then it should be transferred to US to in this object. So we are just filtering out the records, and we are, this is my SFDC India, this is my SFDC US. So something like this object if we have, so we can do like this. So accordingly, once the record is transferred from this table to another both two tables, then it should be deleted. It should be deleted. It should be transferred from one like few records in this one and few records in this one accordingly, as per the criteria. Okay, so let's try to do it. So first what we have to do, we have to create some custom object. So let me just create one SFDC India. let me create let for understanding purpose, so we can create some of the fields as a dummy fields. Let's say it can be any drop down. It's you can say
country emergency.
how. One second. One second here. So now we have data, we have SFDC whole country object. So in this object, so this is our like whatever data we will get from third party or might be somewhere else. So all data we will store in the SFDC whole country object. So after like what is our requirement, like at morning 8 o'clock or morning 9 o'clock at any certain time. So it should be transferred from data should be transferred from whole country to SFDC US and SFDC India. Okay, like this. It should be transferred from this object to another, and whatever data we have in this object, it should be deleted. Okay, or even we can transfer full data from this object to this other objects. Okay, accordingly we can do like this. So let's try to make this requirement. So what we have to do, we have to create two. Let's make it first. So let me just copy the name. Okay, let's copy the name, and it's a country. So country we have, and accordingly we have country, and we have, so it can be as BC. Okay, so accordingly whatever data we have, so it should be it should be comes to come in this one. And what we will do, we'll try to like whatever data we have in this one, so we are just trying to transfer from records from in this one to another one. Okay, so let's go to USA first, SFDC USA. And except even we should do one thing, should create one more field in this one as well, the pick list. So let's create a USC list. Why we are creating? So because if you want to insert the number of records, then directly full records we can insert at a time.
Two lists, Madhya.
Sorry.
We need two lists, one for USA and one for India.
One for US, one for India. So right now we are just taking example of one country.
Okay. If you want two, then we will add condition. If country is equal to so and so, then.
Exactly. So accordingly, we have to add the like country name, if condition, and then we can do it. Okay. So now let's insert this country. So line number 16, where is this? Oh, this is illustration. Okay, it's saving now.
So we will write this delete code in the finish, Amarjit.
No. We'll not write the finish like delete code in the finish. So we'll do
So
one
in
thing.
execute only. Okay.
No, what we are trying to do it. So our main intention is to call one batch of X to another batch of X. How to call it? So we are calling all this data, and after that we are calling. We don't need to write all these things. We directly will do. Even we don't need to write any for loops and all. If you want, then accordingly in the chunks you can add it. Otherwise, directly after this we'll write delete. Sorry. Delete SFDC country. Okay, so whatever the batch effects we have, so we'll call inside the future method. Sorry. Okay, so if we'll like call these batch apex, we will call this batch apex. First, what will be happen? So then it will retrieve the number of records from the database. So let's say we have 100 number of records, we have hundreds. Okay, total we have 100 records. So what we are trying to do here? So after that, so whatever 100 records we will get it one by one record will get it. So one by one it will iterate the inside the for loop, and then our USA object like USA country will be created. Okay, if USA is as of now we haven't like added any USA conditions and all, so accordingly we should add, and then we are just adding it in the one list after completion of the transaction. So all the data will be stored in this list. Finally, we directly inserting the records. So let's we'll add the condition in that stage. So let's try to understand first. So first, what we have to do, we have to create some few records in this database. So let's say I'm saying first record, let's say something like this, USA. Second record, third record, let's get 4 only, 4 record. Okay, so we have we have first, second, okay, whatever, first, second, third, and four records we have. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let me go there and let me just call my batch apex. I'll call this batch apex. I will not call batch apex. I will not call this batch apex. I will call my first batch apex, this one. So let me click on execute button now. So let's see that logs as well. So what result it is showing? It is throwing an error message or it is showing some success message. So let me just go to my this SFDC US object, USC code. It is showing nothing. Even also, so it might take some time to process the data. So let me just check it. It's in holding stage. Currently it is in holding. So now nothing is executed now. So it might take some time. So it is total batch is 0, process is 0. So once it will be done, even it is not failure, if it is not passed, it is in a hold situation now. So let's check, it is in queue now. Yeah. It is. So it is processing now. It is processing now. My total batch is executed. See, it is showing one batch apex, right? Processed. So let me refresh again. So it is still processing. It is still processing. So let that's why this is a batch effect. So so this is a good learning for a batch effect, how it is taking some time. So it might take once a resource will be available, then it will execute, otherwise it won't be executed. So that's why we are saying the batch apex is asynchronous call. So it will not, like, we don't need to be waiting, so we can do our other work as well parallelly. Okay, so that's why. So let it be. So it is processed now. It is zero failure, right? It is processed now. So let me just check now. So their number of record is transferred, but it is still not deleted, right? It is not still not deleted. So let me just refresh again. It means, so there is some issue in our like in another batch apex. There is issue, so we'll do this one as well. So let's first try to convert the like create the number of records as per the according to conditions. Okay, according to conditions. So according to conditions, so if I'll write here, if my SFDC, so you can do for another other like other object as well. So let me just add and let me just show you how to do it. Or else parallelly we have, what is not okay, still it is saving. Till time we'll do one thing, let's add some debug logs in this one. We'll check why it is इसके लिए choose नहीं।
Amajit, we can write this debug in exception, no? If there was something, it will throw in exception.
No, it could be displayed here as well.
Okay.
There is no, it should not be any exception, but yes, you're right. टाइम क्यों ले रहा है यार, मेरा नेट स्लो हो गया।
बहुत सारे बैच सेव हो रहे होंगे।
नहीं, इतना बैच इतना बड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं बनाया मैंने अभी तक।
अपना नहीं, दूसरे लोग रिसोर्सेज ज्यादा यूज कर ले रहे होंगे।
See, still it is showing actually our code is not incorrect, code is correct. So what is happening now, so my this batch apex, see, you know, like this one is executed successfully, right? It is transferred. But what about this? This is not wrong, this is correct. But first our everything is finished it is transferred. Now it should be deleted, right? Now it should be deleted. So now you can check this batch apex. Batch apex is still in holding state, right? Because of
Yes.
because of some issues. So let me just refresh. Might be, yeah, it is still pending in processing state. So once it will be done, then it can be delete the number of records from the database. So this is a batch apex and about batch apex. So you can make any chaining system, and you can, like, if you want to call this batch apex from another batch apex, you want to update the number of records, you want to create number of records accordingly. So you can do the things. And that is the thing. Okay, so this is related to batch apex, but yes. So we have two things in the batch apex. So let it be finished, and then it will be deleted automatically. It is completed now. Hopefully it should not show any records. Yeah, so it is not showing any records in the all country, right? It is deleting every records. So in USA SFDC, it should not be deleted. It should show 4 records. It is showing 4 records. Like every records is transferred from this country, this object to this object. Whatever data we have in this one, it is deleted now, right? I think everyone is understanding this concept, or anyone has some doubt.
It's clear, Amarjit.
Yes, Amarjit.
Rahul bhai. Okay. Ishwant समझ में आ गया भाई? ठीक है. Okay. Okay, fine. So now let's do one thing. So we have
Amarjit, until this one, can you share this code to me?
This code?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll share in the group. Okay. So in the batch apex, like after completion of this batch apex, so we have different interface in this batch apex. So we have one is iterable, second is database.allow callout, third is database.stateful. So let me tell you everything in this one. So this is very, very, very important in interview perspective as real time as well. So first is iterable database dot allow callout. अभी कहाँ लिख रहा हूँ?
नहीं, आप किधर लिख रहे हैं आप?
Database. Okay, so what is iterable? Okay, what is database dot? So you might be here about database dot iterable as a real time. So in batch apex. Okay, iterable. So this iterable, so we use generally, why we are using this iterable keywords, because these keywords we have to write in the on the top interface. Why? Because as you know, batch apex, what is a governor limit for that? We can handle till 50 million records, right? We can process till 50 million records. But a basic SOQL, what is basic SOQL? Basic SOQL is 50,000, right? 50,000 records only. Okay, so if I'm not using iterable keyword, if I'm not using this keyword, then that time my database dot get query locator will run. My database dot get query locator will run. In this situation, so the record will be processed 50 million only. Okay, but in case if I'm using the iterable, then it will go back to 50,000 only. It won't allow us to process the record more than 50,000. In case of iterable, it is limit is 50,000. Without iterable, limit is 50 million. That's the main difference in iterable. So this is very important for interview perspective. That's why I'm explaining this thing. So what so they can ask you one thing. So can you do call out? Can you do integration with say your batch apex? You can say yes, we can do. They will ask. They won't ask you more than that. So they will ask you how. So you will say we should have interface with database dot allow call out. Database dot allow call out in batch apex in Salesforce. Okay, so if you will use database dot allow call out, that like this. Okay, global class implement database dot batchable node comma database dot allow callouts. Okay, accordingly, if they will ask you, you will answer like this. So if they will ask, there is very important question. Let's say my full batch, let's say I have 1000 record in the database. Okay, I need to process all the records. 10,000 records. So how many time it will be executed? So can you please tell me by default how many time it should be executed?
10,000 divided by 200. Amar.
Exactly. 10,000 divided by 200. I think it's around 50 times, right? Whatever. Okay. So whatever result we will get, let's say it is 50 times we are getting, it will execute 50 times. Then let's say 50 times it is executing, but in 50 total 50 batches is executing in 50 batches. So we have 20 batches is failing. 20 batches is failing because of some records. Let's say 1 record, 2 record, 3 records. Because of 1 record, full batch is not processing. Its full batch is failing. Okay, if my full like my 20 batch is failing, so I want to calculate total number of failure records. I want to calculate that record which is failure. Okay, if I will say I will write like database dot insert database dot in update like this partial DML, if I'll say I'll do it, so then it will not maintain the state. We can do it. We can process the we can process the count the number of failure records. How will we do it? So we'll do database dot insert database dot insert. Let's say this is my let's say we are inserting account and false. Okay, so here we will have a list of S object. Obj, something like this. So obj. So how will we do it? In the inside the execute method dot if is dot is success, then we'll write some integer. Something int count, something like this. Okay, something like this. So whatever records do we have, whatever records which is failure now. Okay, whatever records, it's a failure records, number of where it is getting an exception from in the catch block. Okay, so we